Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allincrypto here, and welcome back, guys, for what is going to be another jam-packed daily cryptocurrency market update. If you are new to my videos and finding yourself on my channel for the first time today, don't forget to check out that subscribe button because we drop an update just like this one around 1 p.m. UK time every single day to help you guys stay up to date with the latest and greatest things happening within the crypto space, but also the broader markets. That's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. We're actually going to be starting off in a rather interesting place, looking at a clip from Elon Musk yesterday over in Berlin, talking about Dogecoin and talking about why he's behind it. Rather interesting. I am somewhat on the fence with meme coins. I'm not an overly zealous lover, but I'm certainly not a hater. I think, it kind of annoys me that they take liquidity away from projects that are actually fundamentally changing the world with a distributed ledger. However, they do bring liquidity into the market, eyeballs on the market, and ultimately, retail can make money off them. And I think Elon Musk is going to do the exact same thing that he did in 2021. He is going to be behind Dogecoin and pumping it in this bull market. And typically meme coins do actually do rather well in a bull market. And I expect the same thing to happen for Dogecoin and the likes of Shiba Inu in this one. But that's not an endorsement of these coins. Always do your own due diligence. I treat the kind of meme game as a bit of a gambling one, but I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. We'll go ahead and get into that at the start of the video. Then we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin chart. The plan is still very much in play. We'll be sort of briefly re-outlining it. Then we're really going to dive over to Bitcoin dominance, ETH BTC, ETH dominance, and others dominance, and sort of trying to come up with when alt season. And I do think we are literally on the cusp of it. I think that's signaled from others dominance, which is all the cryptos outside the top 10, ETH dominance, and ETH BTC. And of course, Bitcoin dominance, I all think are at this kind of interchangeable place where actually we're going to see Bitcoin dominance come down. We're going to see ETH gain share against Bitcoin. We're going to see ETH dominance rise, and we're going to see that others actually look to get to that 20% or 19% market target that we have for it. So a lot to get into. As promised, let's start things off rather interestingly and weirdly, I guess, with a clip of Elon Musk talking about Dogecoin.
When can you buy a Tesla with Dogecoin? Well, at some point, I think we should enable that. You can buy Tesla merch with Doge, which is cool. So Dogecoin, Dogecoin to the moon. In fact, a lot of people maybe don't know the reason that I actually ended up sort of, somewhat endorsing Dogecoin was when I was walking around the factory at Tesla, some people, they were just, they were working the line, like not rich people or anything, and they said, can you please support Doge? And then also, I was at SpaceX and also just, walking the factory, and some regular guys just said, hey, can you support Doge? And I was like, you know what? Doge is the people's crypto, so I will support it. Because lots of rich people were supporting Bitcoin, but I was like, but the people in the line want me to support Doge, I will support Doge. So, Doge is for you.
Rather interesting. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. I understand the frustration towards meme coins, but I do think there is potentially an opportunity there in this bull market with them. There's a number that I'm looking at personally, not as a kind of investment, but as perhaps trades. And we'll maybe talk about that, at a later date. But what do you guys think about meme coins? That's something I'm interested in. I want to know. And what do you think about what Elon said there? Is it irresponsible of him to be doing this, or is he kind of the people's champion? I happen to think Elon Musk isn't the people's champion. I think if you look at his US government involvement, in fact, he's probably made more money off the US government than pretty much anything through contracts. But that is just my own personal opinion. Let's dive into Bitcoin. So this is where Bitcoin's at. This is the plan. This has all been beautifully followed. Those of you that have been following me, for any amount of time now will know just how well this has gone for us. This was a smaller pattern we were looking at the potential for, just like we were looking at this bigger pattern potential for, and it's all playing out, and you are now on your way to that $151,000 target. And altcoins, even though they've been doing okay, we do have some altcoins like Arwe, Fetch AI that have been doing really well for us. We will be opening up our Patreon again. Lots of questions about when that's going to open back up. It will be shortly. We do have some altcoins that have significantly outperformed Bitcoin. But Bitcoin really has been, to be quite honest with you, the star of the show. You can tell that by dominance, which has been doing very well. This is obviously the total market cap, which is nearly at new all-time highs. and this is Bitcoin dominance. And you can see it's not actually until, we'll take the 30 weekly moving average off here, kind of into the cycle that dominance starts to roll. I mean, I still think you've got 70% maybe of this cycle still to come, this bull still to come. This is the first time Bitcoin's ever pre-halving put in a new all-time high. But we do think dominance will roll. Now, that doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to be going down, because Bitcoin going down is going to bring the altcoins down to more of a degree. That means Bitcoin's going to be doing well, but altcoins are going to be doing even better. And the interesting thing is, it's not just Bitcoin dominance that potentially is in a bit of a topping range here. And you're seeing real volume, real sell volume come in actually here. You know, you can see this kind of range on the smaller time frames that Bitcoin's currently forming. I actually think it's going to break down from this. I really do. And I think there's a number of things that lead me to believe that, like ETH BTC. Now, this is a big symmetrical triangle pattern on very low volume, which we were looking at here in regards to historic volume. This is likely going to break to the upside, which means Ethereum is going to be grinding down against Bitcoin. And if you look at ETH BTC or ETH dominance, that's also in a bottoming bullish structure, in my opinion, in the form of an inverse head and shoulders that could see ETH dominance run to the high 30s. So there's two things here that make us think Ethereum is about to gain ground against Bitcoin. That's going to correlate with Bitcoin dominance coming down. That's going to be bullish generally for the overall market, more so for altcoins. And then also we have got our others chart, another technically beautiful chart for us. You guys will know just how well we've been following this, and you can see the sort of volume. You can see the volume you're seeing across the board for the crypto space. I still think this is an amazing stat that just within the first 2 months of this year, we've seen pretty much the entire inflows in regards to exchange traded products that we saw in 2021. Huge, and we're only 2 months, 2 months and 14 days into the year. But this is others dominance, so this tracks the top 10 cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course. Or outside the top 10, I should say, obviously minus stable coins. Smaller head and shoulders took us to a neckline of a bigger head and shoulders. This is what we're looking at for many altcoins, and they're just kind of breaking out down here. And then you break, you come back for a retest, and we do think you're now on your way to sort of 19% for cryptocurrencies outside the top 10 in terms of market cap, which honestly aligns with everything else that we've looked at. This is what we like to do as a market analyzer. We like to look at a basket of different charts. And if they all point to the same thing, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So we do think alt season is coming very soon. Bitcoin's going to be doing well in that environment. We know the fundamental news that was all technically signaled when we were looking at this sort of inverse head and shoulders. This is the thing with technical analysis. People think it doesn't work. You're not following the right people. It's plain and simple, because it does absolutely work. I've built a career off of it. I've made lots of money from it. I know there's many people out there who I know personally that have. You've just got to be doing the right kind of technical analysis. And I'm afraid the vast majority of what you see out there in regards to trading and YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that, it's not the right kind of technical analysis. Don't get me wrong, just my own personal technical analysis isn't the only technical analysis that works. People have got their own takes, right? It's kind of like going to the gym. People have their own ways of, staying fit and healthy, and some people will do bro splits, some people will do upper and lower, whatever it is. Technical analysis is kind of like that, but this absolutely works. And the beautiful thing was this technical inverse head and shoulders that was very compliant in every single manner, signaled what was coming fundamentally with the ETFs. We are now just waiting for altcoins to rock and roll, and actually altcoins on their own merit look pretty good. So if we look at something like Cardano, you can see what we have for it here. This is now an inverse head and shoulders that sees it run to $2.10. And if you zoom in on the time frames, look at how well you're respecting. You're just squeezing in a bit of a triangle S pattern here that you broke to the upside of. So this is going to keep moving. Something like Polkadot as well, very respectful in regards to the broader time frame pattern that we had in play for it. Likely going to make its target. When you look at altcoins across the board, they're bullish. Hedera. And I mean, there's just so many more. ICP, this sort of stuff. They're all on their way to here, where somewhere like Chainlink is already way ahead of. So it's going to be a good time in the markets, guys. You can see Chainlink also doing exactly what we expected it to. Most of your altcoins are just in this period here, and they've got this to come. We used Injective as I think, a really good schematic. One of the best schematics in regards to future prices of cryptos. And they're just kind of here. Your altcoins are here, basically. And they're going to set up for something bigger, just like Injective, and move towards the target. So I guess that's really all I've got for you guys. Thought I'd start off with a bit of a clip. It's quite lackluster day in regards to news. Thought I'd start off with a bit of a clip of Elon himself. What do you think about meme coins is something of interest to me. I think that I've learned from coming out in 2020 and saying that meme coins were garbage and don't buy them, and that was all fundamentally backed. But in actual fact, Dogecoin went on to be one of the best performing assets in the whole crypto space in the bull market. So it's not about what I know, it's about what the madness of crowds decides that they want to uphold as a belief or see some sort of credibility in, or whatever it is that they see. And that is something that if you can make money on, you should. Leave your bias at the door when it comes to this game of investing and trading. And yeah, do well as a result of it. But just an interesting one. Alt season is coming. And on that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed the content, like us, appreciate it, so as a comment. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next.